First and 15. Stanley on the short set, firing to Curry. What a great catch. Breaks 2 tackles. 10-5 touchdown. Dominique Curry. Just an absolute rifle by Stanley. Caught by Curry. The big man breaks 2 tackles and wins the sprint into the end zone. Migna, plenty of time. Looking deep downfield. He's got it! Touchdown, SaberCats!
Welcome to SaberCats Weekly here on Comcast Sportsnet. I'm Chris Townsend. The SaberCats with the big win Saturday night against Spokane. They clinch a playoff berth. Coming up next, we'll go over the highlights with the coach, Jeff Jargon, and also we'll talk to an offensive lineman who is a big-time bowler. That's all coming up next right here on SaberCats Weekly.
Hi SaberCats fans, my name is Celeste and this is my first year cheering for the San Jose SaberCats. My favorite part of the game is seeing the fans' faces when we get a touchdown. Let's go SaberCats!
The Saber Kitten of the Week has been brought to you by Norton by Symantec. Well, we got a special treat for you this week here on SaberCats Weekly. Coach Jargon stepping in for Coach Arbet. Coach, how are you?
Good, I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's go over some of the highlights. It didn't start off good for the SaberCats, and obviously you do special teams. It's always tough to give up a return for a touchdown right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great return man. He hit a seam, and we didn't get off of it, and he had a big return on us.
2 wide receivers right. Curry now in motion. They hand off to Curry again. Walks in for the end zone.
Your first score, you got Dominique Curry, who is just dominating right now. He'd come in motion for a 1-yard run and put you in the end zone to tie it at 7.
Well, DC can do it all. I mean, whether you're asking him on offense or defense or special teams, he's a playmaker. And that was a great run that he made and had a great crease in there, and he just got it across the goal line and can't ask for anything more from him.
And then how about your second score of the game? It's the little screen pass to Rich Wranglin, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. And I know everybody gets fired up when an offensive lineman scores a touchdown.
Well, and it's about time Rich caught one. You know, he's dropped a couple this year, but, you know, he's started to be the last 2 or 3 weeks. He's had a little more consistency in catching the ball and taking care of it once he's caught it. And it's great to see him get that opportunity.
Now, how about the first interception by Stanley? It went off the referee. That was an odd one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it deflected a lot of times, and, you know, that umpire gets in the way when you throw over the box, but I don't think I've ever seen one take that bounce. They were able to take advantage of it.
Jason Willis with the really big play, then would set up the touchdown run by J.J. Payne to put you guys up 21-17. You got to love the big play and then finishing off with a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. You know, Jay Will's probably been our most consistent receiver over the last 2 years. He's our most experienced receiver. He makes plays all over the field. And then to see JJ be able to get it in the end zone, he runs hard. You know, our guys like blocking for him. And, you know, he comes to work every day, does a great job.
And then right before the end of the half, Reggie Gray, the deep pass. You see the strong arm from Nathan Stanley, but what an effort by Reggie Gray to secure that touchdown.
Well, it was a tremendous play by Reggie because the DB really got over the top of him, and Reggie had to come back in front of him and go up and make a play in the end zone. And just great to see Reggie, especially with what he was dealing with his family situation last week, to come in and make a play like that.
Stanley dropping back. Off his back foot. Nice lofting pass to Rod Harper. Touchdown, SaberCats.
You come out of half and immediately score once again with Rod Harper. Great catch, and he takes it into the end zone, and then you're up 34-24.
That's kind of, you know, Coach had been giving Rod a hard time that all he could run were 8 routes, and that was the only thing that he was good at all week. And to see Rod come across the middle and burst that 0 route and come open and score on that play was really big for us. And I think all of those opportunities are big for Nate's confidence. Gives him confidence in those receivers and allows him to make plays like that.
Did you say Dominique Curry can do everything? Because your next touchdown, what a catch, spin move, and then all the way to the end zone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's such a phenomenal athlete. And to see him make those type plays, they're becoming commonplace for us right now.
Now, you had a couple stops in the second half, and including one that was 4th and goal. What kind of confidence does that give your team, especially in the 3rd and 4th quarter when you're playing that excellent defense?
Well, I think, Coach Walker's done a great job of putting our defense in position to make plays all year. Our pass rush was having a really good game up to that point. We were getting a lot of pressure on their quarterback, and our DBs had just been playing tremendous, and they're starting to take advantage of those opportunities when they get their hands on the ball, and it's fun to watch when you start playing defense like that and you get after their quarterback like we were getting after. It makes for a fun night.
Final in this one would be 47-37. How good does it feel to know we got a lot of football left, but you already have clinched a playoff spot?
Well, I think it kind of, takes a little bit of pressure off, but, we're still after that home playoff game, and I think that's going to be our finish, our emphasis over these next 6 weeks that we have left, because we want to get a home playoff date here, and then we want Arizona.
Wardrobe has been provided by Casera Clothers. Last week, a few of the SaberCats had a lot of fun competing in the very first ever Dave & Buster's Pentathlon. Let's check it out. 5 members of the SaberCats offense faced off against 5 players from the defensive side of the ball at Dave & Buster's in Milpitas. 5 events would determine bragging rights.
My teammates, I have J.J. Payne, Dominique Curry, Bussy, Rich.
Today we have Kenny Fontenette, Simeon Castile, Jason Stewart, Jay Stu, and Francis Maka.
See, we work as a group. Defense, they're individuals. So it's a wrap. They're going to play individual games, and they're going to get a blew out in every event, and we're going to take it down.
They're big, they're out of shape, they can't do it. They're behind me right now. They're trying to distract me, but I'm here. That's how focused we are.
The offense winning, the defense losing, and Maka's losing.
First up, NASCAR racing.
Maka's, he's not very good at most stuff, so, I'm just ready to embarrass him like I do at practice every day.
Get on the track!
Okay, we move out the way.
Track break,
Let's dirty. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense would take the checkered flag, starting out 1-0. Heading from the track to the dance floor, the next competition was NZ Pump Absolute.
Have you seen Stomp the Yard? Have you seen any Dance Revolution? I am Dance Revolution.
I'm the best dancer, but this is really not dancing.
Hey, I gotta be honest. I'm not worried, but
I'm worried.
I do gotta stay focused right now.
I'm worried. All I'm saying is, just turn up.
Hey, I got some good feet, especially in practice the robot. You gotta know how to dance.
Once again, the O showed all the right moves and sped out to a 2-0 lead.
It's over. Get him out of here.
Hey, I ran more than him in the game,
Nope.
And so my leg is still way more fatigued than yours. Bro, I don't care what you say, more reps. I'm tired, right? I've never played that before.
The defense would have to take the next game super shot basketball by showing off some hoop skills.
I'm from Chicago. Hoop skills. You gotta Google Chicago.
Are you a skilled player? You're not a skilled player. 2-3, he out of here. Does he score touchdowns? Because he doesn't score baskets.
I got hand cramp.
The defense rose up, winning 186 to 173, bringing the pentathlon to 2-1 offense. Four-way air hockey was up next. With the defense taking 2 games out of 3, everything was tied up at 2-2 heading into the final event, skee ball. Whoever took home the most tickets would also be crowned pentathlon champ. The SaberCats offense would, as usual, score big. Their 1,060 to 520 victory earned not only a pentathlon victory, but also free lunch. Defense had to pick up the tab. The SaberCats Week 14 Defensive Player of the Game is linebacker Francis Maka. The veteran racked up 3.5 sacks and 1 fumble recovery to lead an impressive showing for the San Jose defense, which got to the quarterback 8 times to smother the Spokane offense. The Defensive Player of the Game has been brought to you by Fries.com. Well, now joining us on SaberCats Weekly, offensive lineman Kamani Jones. And you know what? It's great to have on another offensive lineman. After last year's battle with this show and the offensive line, I'm glad we're all getting along again.
I'm glad to be here.
The boycott is over. You're our third offensive lineman on this year.
Why couldn't I be the first?
That's a good point. I don't book the guests, but I will talk to the producer. Now,
right.
The great thing is we know you guys are the key to the SaberCats' success.
Well, we try to be, you know. Well, it usually starts and ends with us, so, you know, we just try to be leaders, you know.
So you had a big win last week against Spokane. You're now officially in the playoffs. So I know we got a lot of football left, but that has to feel good.
That feels real good. Because right now we still have all our goals that we want to meet still in front of us. We're still fighting for a home field advantage, at least one home game for the playoffs, and we're right on track for that.
There's one thing that San Jose has always loved to do since Coach Arbette has been the head coach here. It's run the football. And I got to think as an offensive lineman, you got to love that you're not always in pass protection. You can push on some guys with the run game.
Oh, yeah, we really love it. I mean, I've been playing for a while, so I know we always pass blocking. This is actually the better team that I've been on that actually runs the ball, and it's nice to finally hit some people from time to time.
Yeah, no doubt about it, especially around the goal line. Talk about J.J. Payne, because whenever he gets the football, it's like he's going to get in the end zone. He's got a great nose for the end zone.
Oh, yes. He's one of those effort guys, you know, the guys you kind of need on this team that do the grunt work, but doesn't really get the praise that he deserves.
So you got a second quarterback. It's been kind of an odd year. How can you guys help the young quarterback?
By keeping him calm, mostly. You know, he's one of those young guys. He's fiery. He's to get up and go, you know. Yeah. So we kind of calm him down, you know, tell him, let's just take it one play at a time.
That's interesting. Well, he can make every single throw. And what's interesting about him, too, is his athletic ability. Talk about his ability to run.
Oh, that helps out a lot. We want to be perfect as far as the O-line, but, of course, all the time you're not going to be. He's that guy that can get extra time to make those that he needs to make. Also, you know, since he's learning how to read as far as the coverages, he buys himself a little more time to get the open guy. And how different is it blocking for a right-handed quarterback versus a left-handed quarterback, or maybe there's no difference? It's a little different just in the drop. One tends to drift more to the left or more to the right. So it's just kind of learning where he drops and knowing where he will be, you know, once you snap the ball. So you've played for a couple of different organizations. What's it like playing in San Jose? Oh, it's beautiful here. It's more of a professional, I guess you could say, aspect to it. It's more like an NFL type program. I love it here. When you signed here, you knew coming in it's all about winning the Arena Bowl. How do you like that mentality inside this locker room? That's the thing that I love about this locker room. I mean, it makes you push yourself, because I've been in an organization that just trying to win a game. You have to look higher than what you're already accomplished, you know, just to get better. And I like the fact, because we have a vision now, you know, at this team, and our vision is to win the Arena Bowl. So everybody's caught on to that vision. We're a family, and we're pushing forward. Is this the best team you've ever played on? It's one of the best, yes. Does it have what it takes to go all the way? Yes, it really does. It has a lot of pieces that haven't even got a chance to come in yet, just because everybody's been injured. Once everybody get full effect, you know, everybody comes together as a team, I think we'll be great.
Well, you know what? It's been a good season so far. Enjoy the bye. We appreciate you stopping by, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
This SaberCats Week 14 Offensive Player of the Game is quarterback Nathan Stanley. Making his second consecutive start, the rookie completed 18 of 31 passes for 240 yards and 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, leading San Jose to the win over the Spokane Shock. Offensive Player of the Game has been brought to you by Fries.com.
Now it's time to get behind the face mask. Hey, SaberCats, what is your favorite video game?
Favorite video game, Mortal Kombat. Nobody can see me. Call of Duty.
I play Call of Duty the most, but Guitar Hero is my favorite video game.
Madden. Can't get enough of Madden.
Video game currently Call of Duty, old school Donkey Kong. I haven't played a video game since I was about 10 years old, so I couldn't even tell you what's out there these days.
My favorite video game, it's a tough one, man. I'm a shooters guy, so I like Modern Warfare, but Battlefield's coming up. But I also like things like Marvel vs. Capcom, so it's a toss-up of video games.
Sega Genesis, Double Dribble.
John Madden.
Xbox, Call of Duty.
Cats Questions has been brought to you by Norton by Symantec. Coach Jargon with us once again here on SaberCats Weekly. And Coach, you got a bye coming up. So if people don't know, it's 20-week season. You're going to play 18 games. You got 2 byes. This is your second bye coming up. Is it coming at just the right time?
Yeah, I think the timing of it came well. We're still got some players that are, battling those nagging injuries that you get in this game. So it gives them a chance to get away and get their mind refocused on football and get their bodies right health-wise.
Well, last week you had a couple field goals, and Nick Pertwee is 8 for 8 this year. He's a professor. He's a kicker. I mean, it's just, talk about your kicker.
He has no highs and lows, which is what I like in a kicker. He's very accurate on the field goals, and we're typically not a team that has kicked a lot of field goals in the past. And, to have him, I think he's 8 for 8 this year. He's very accurate on that, and he's PATs. The big thing for me is I think he's 93 or 94% on his point after attempts, which is a big part in this game, kind of giving him a hard time. He struggled hitting the net a couple of times, especially Saturday night against Spokane. And, we'd like him to be a little more consistent on the kickoffs. But as long as he's doing, the extra points and field goals, we'll keep him around a little while longer.
Nathan Stanley, what can we truly expect from him from a standpoint of growth and getting up to the speed of maybe a Russ McNutt?
I think he gets better every game, and I think right now with a rookie quarterback that hasn't played a lot in this game, there's a lot of adjustments. Football is football, but this game, quarterbacks, the different touch passes, the different types of balls that they have to throw, the coverages that they see, because everything happens so much quicker. There's a learning curve that's involved in this game for a quarterback, and I think Nate is beginning to figure it out. There's 3 or 4 passes probably every game that I think he would wish that maybe he made a different decision or threw a different ball on, but that's to be expected for a guy that's as new to the game as he is. I think you're going to continue to see him make less and less of those type of throws and make, the decisions that he needs to get this football team to where it needs to be. And Nate's got the work ethic. He's got a tremendous arm. It's like you said on that throw to Reggie right before half. He's got a tremendous arm. He's just got to learn the game. I think once he starts to grasp it, the sky's the limit for him.
Let's end on this. We both have known Coach Arbette for a long time. This year seems like he's just really having a good time. It just feels like this season, he loves this team, even after losses, things that he really likes it. In the past, he would have been pretty hard on him. What have you seen in coaching this entire coaching staff this season?
I think it has to do with our players. I think it begins with them. We have a great group of players, and they all made that commitment early before they even came to camp on where they wanted to end up in the Arena Bowl. And our character is so much better on this football team. Even, when we hit that rough patch and we lost 3 in a row, you didn't see the guys, pulling apart at the seams. We lost our starting quarterback, got him back, we lost him again, and everyone's rallied around whatever situation that we've had. And I think we have great leadership on this football team from our players. I think our coaches are doing a great job, and especially coach, you know, in trying to get these guys to understand how important it is that the practice, the film sessions, to be able to get themselves ready to play like they can on game day. Because, you know, it's like you said all year, it's really less about our opponent and it's more about us as a football team and how we prepare ourselves and how we play on game day.
So the San Jose SaberCats have clinched a playoff berth, which is always great to do it this early. They head into their bye week with a record of 9-4, and when they come out of the bye, oh yeah, they're taking on the Arizona Rattlers. It's going to be phenomenal, and we'll have it all covered for you right here on SaberCats Weekly. We'll see you next time.
SaberCats Weekly has been brought to you by Dr. Sharma South Bay Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Casera Clothers, Norton by Symantec, and Fries.com.